You can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Just acts like I'm just gonna look. Okay. All right, here we go. We should have some new stuffs, by the way. I tried doing Curb Stomp's pick pack and like converting it because he had a lot more stables, but it wouldn't convert for while here, like in game and all that, like perfectly. There's way too many like stuff that had been changed, I guess, on KTB.
Yeah.
So we're sticking with this. We're sticking with this. I like this better, honestly, because it just I like the.
I think it looks
I'm a
fine.
trading card dude, you know. You guys know me.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon. No, I don't even know if Digimon is a card game. So let's recap, okay, where we left off. Jim Ross is still in the hospital. With that being said, our last show, we have AEW Dark. And as I get sharing the stream everywhere, you can recap it here for people looking at the show. Because you did this. You
I, I will not. I did some of this, not all of this.
okay.
JR was JR's getting recruited for the Dark Order. I don't see the
He
problem.
didn't get recruited
And
though.
then Jericho
They tried
ended
to.
up buying the entire stock supply of JR's barbecue off of Roberts and Archer. I don't know what there is to explain. I think it's very self-explanatory that Jim Ross is now barbecue-less and still in the hospital, and a cult is trying to bring him in. JR is a very hot prospect nowadays. You
I don't
see
know.
that belly?
I don't know what they see in Jim Ross, but they absolutely are like.
They are very adamant about getting Jim Ross onto their roster.
By the way, if you see this and you own the TEW Facebook page, I just want you to know every time I click on the page, I get very uncomfortable because it's just a naked picture of Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? Like, so, best friends defeated the Dark Order. What? Who booked it? Who booked this? Who booked
You
this?
did?
I didn't. I didn't book that. I swear Travis did probably.
Probably.
Well, Travis for now until he gets here, and then we'll be like, oh, of course.
If he gets here. Coward.
He's gonna jump. He's gonna join real quick. Scorpio Sky defeated Brian Pillman Jr. Kingston. I booked this. The Kingston and the Initiative and QT Marshall, the D&D club. I want them to be called the Dungeon Dice Masters, but that's just me. We're building to Blood and Guts, which I believe is Pac and Marco's stunt for the belt. So there's that.
Yes, it
Backstage
is.
incident. Pac, who's doing absolutely
Yeah.
Pac came to you backstage and said he thinks that Marco Stunt has a bright future and that he's willing to put him over. Pac was to put over Marco. What?
Damn, dude.
Dude, Pac is just like he's
Pac's never gonna be the world champ, is he?
dude, what a good guy Pac over here is like.
I think Marco needs to win twice, and then Pac needs to win the belt. That gives Marco a 6-month reign at least.
Wow, that's insane.
Marco's the next greatest AEW heavyweight champion.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
uh,
Sorry, I had to deal with a little problem because my brother, who, of course, Zach can be a testament here. What did I say? What did I say, Zach, before we hopped in this stream? All right.
he had a Zoom meeting.
I said, do your Zoom meeting. And then
Yeah.
he delayed
What is
it.
he not doing?
He delayed it for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, if you're not there, guess what the teacher does? She locks
They
that
locked you
down.
out.
She locks it down like a steel cage, all right?
Yeah, let me guess. It's locked down right now.
Yeah, and he can't get in. So guess.
Dang.
So, you know.
I guess we gotta go to the.
I know how this is going to end out in a
office.
couple hours when someone's mom gets a phone call and man.
Virtual principal's office.
Virtual principal's office. That's gonna be fun. So, they tell you I went to a parent teacher conference for Bolton.
Wait, what?
Yeah, fun time. But people in the live stream are probably like, "What the heck does this have to do with AEW and the secret sauce?" Yeah, that was. I just wanted you guys to know that I've never had a child before. Went to my brother's parent teacher conference because you guys know just that much like in his life. So, but hey, you guys were there. I told him to do his Zoom meeting while I was gonna live stream because he was just like, I want to keep playing with you. I'm like, well, we can right after you take care of what you gotta take care of. So shout out to Bolton who's watching my stream right now instead of doing school.
The goat.
Okay, how are we kicking off the show tonight?
I think we're gonna kick off with the inner circle.
Whoa, all of them? So we got Chris Jericho.
Just Chris and Proud and Powerful.
Okay, which is Santana and Ortiz. All right.
And then I also want Tony Khan.
Okay, Tony Khan like teeter totters. He's like, ooh,
Cody and Brandy.
Oh, Cody and Brandy. There we go.
I'll explain this when the time comes, but it'll make sense.
All right, and then we'll jump right into a match right off the get go. And guess what? We need to start off the show with something big, something that just
Brian Cage versus Wardlow.
Okay.
You said something big, so I thought of two of the biggest people we had.
Okay, I think Bolton's gonna join us in the stream room.
Alrighty.
Bolton, just join us in the stream room. Just you can be in the stream room with us. Yes, in the Discord. Okay, there we go. Had to control like 8 conversations going on. Yeah, it was only 2. So, right. What if Bolton's teacher just hopped in here and was like
hopped in here?
Yeah, hopped in, not in the stream room, but hopped in the
I was gonna say.
That'd be insane. Welcome to the stream, Bolton. So, I'll even let Bolton like do some stuff too with the roster. That'll be a little crazy. Hey Bolton, can you mute can you mute the stream? We can hear the echo. So we're kicking off big boys, Brian Cage and Wardlow. These two are fighting to the death tonight. They're breaking each other's backs.
Two hosses.
Two hosses. I don't know who's gonna win.
No, they're imposters.
After that, we'll go straight into a segment where we got Marco Stunt with his lovely lady. Musty, I don't know who Musty is, but we got Marco Stunts with Alley Cat, and they're going on a date tonight.
Yeah, y'all boys.
They're going on a date tonight. After that, Bolton, please avert your attention here to the screen. You're gonna pick our next match tonight, okay? Give me 2 people here on this list. We're just gonna keep going down. You can look at their names. That'd probably be more easier than just going through every picture.
I'm just doing a turtle flip right now.
Who here do you see and you're like, I want that person, Bolton? Who you want to wrestle?
What?
Name 2 people on this list that you want to see wrestle.
Is a guy named Bolt?
No, I don't even think any of these guys have a lightning bolt in their logo.
I said that. You should make a guy after your name.
What would he look like? What would he look like by chance? If I was to take a person,
just like, yes, Dom, I did a turtle flip. I did a
me and the entire chat are proud of you right now.
What? What's the chat saying?
Nothing at the moment. Didn't say anything about that. There's a little bit of a delay on the chat. That's why.
I literally I hit. So you know when you go back, like back on your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit one of those tricks.
That's delightful. All right, Zach, I'll let you book again since Bolton just has no idea what.
Wait, I can't see the names. Wait, let me see.
Just
Mark Quinn.
Oh, Mark Quinn's getting booked tonight. All right, who's Mark Quinn facing? He's in a singles match too. Stu Grayson and Mark Quinn are having. Wow, that's a left field thing right there. Mark
I'm
Quinn.
into it.
Who's winning? Who's winning? Mark Quinn or Stu Grayson?
Mark. Oh no, Sue Grayson.
Oh, God.
It's a big win for the Dark Order.
Big win for the Dark Order. And after that, I think they need to celebrate. We're going to have Long John Silver go out there. He's just going to party up with Stu Grayson, and that's when Mr. Birdie's going to come in, and they're just going to break. They're going to stop that. They're going to, Dark
Man,
Order
it's
segment.
just...
Yeah. Can you give me a segment? Hey, Bolton, can you turn off that YouTube video of that other person?
You want a segment?
Because I don't want them to freaking do some crap. Yeah, do something stupid. Because I know YouTubers. So.
Well, this guy's just a Rocco YouTuber, the best YouTuber.
Yeah, but that don't stop YouTube. Trust me.
So
Literally,
you
this guy
say.
doesn't cuss.
We need a
Like
say.
all he does, I don't know what he does actually. I just watch.
What? What do you mean you don't know?
I just watch him. He's really not. He's like really nice though.
Yeah.
He's like super good though.
Yeah.
I want...
Like I want to be as good as him on Rocco.
You will one day.
I'm literally just playing free play and I'm just marking the game.
Dang, I want Darby.
Darby. Okay.
And then he wants.
And I want...
He's part
He
of the
wants
wolf pack.
rant against.
Yeah, you know, let's do the Wolf Pack
Okay.
and
Darby,
have them
Moxley.
cut a promo
Okay.
on
You guys know a bunch of this. I only watched.
the
wrestling
Death
when I was, like,
Triangle.
young.
Because we've been booking this for a while now.
Yeah, Jim Ross is in the hospital.
Yeah, Jim Ross. We haven't even got to him yet. So.
Yeah, that's... I know we have. I just have to explain that first segment when the
Okay.
time comes.
Now we need big match here. Big match here tonight.
Big match here.
Big match here. Yeah.
Oh, let's go!
Jericho.
Jericho. Who's he fighting? Who's he taking on?
Wait, can I do Dolphin?
Huh? Dolphin? Dolphin. Who did you say is Dolphin?
Dax
Dol-
Harwood.
Dolphin, like the guy that name's like Dolphin something.
Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah, like the jerk.
We don't have Dolph Ziggler, sadly.
Who does not have Dolph Ziggler?
We just don't have him. We don't have him. We're not that good. I'm sorry.
I have.
Who's the closest person to Dolph Ziggler on a roster? You think, Zach? You had to pick somebody.
the closest to Ziggler?
Yeah. I mean, look wise or attitude wise, we can go two different routes on this one.
Joey Janela.
Joey,
Who is that?
But like,
Joey Janela, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I just think of somebody that's just way too unnecessarily over the top in terms of selling.
Yeah.
Joey Janela seems to fit that bill.
We'll do a tag team match also.
I'm about to
After
play
that.
some competitive in a minute. Ooh,
Good luck with
was a
that.
nice hit.
Tag team match
Tag
here.
Tag team match playa.
Tag team. Holla holla. Holler. If you hear me.
Holler, holler.
We'll do.
Bro, I'm still trying to master this like flip, and oh my god, it's so hard. Whoa, I just did it.
You know what? Let's do. I got a perfect match. All right. We're gonna do Hangman and Nick Jackson taking on Matt Jackson and Kenny. Because they all beefing.
They're feuding. They're in a big elite feud.
The elite. The
Who's winning?
elite.
Elite.
We don't
Who's
pick.
winning?
We don't pick the winners. So we're gonna.
I
find out.
think after that segment they should be attacked by the Dark Order
Whoever
or
wins,
by
wins,
the
I
Inner
guess.
Circle. So that way they're feuding amongst themselves, but they also have creative forces outside of their own faction they have to take care
You're
of.
darn right. You got that one.
I
right.
know. It's a story inside of a story.
So we got Hangman. We got
It's like
Kenny,
the Jim Ross story. There's like 16 layers.
Matt Jackson, and then we got
Wait, I gotta text my mom something.
who's fighting? Yeah, you
I
should.
gotta text her when
What's
it let me
happening?
in my Zoom.
Who's fighting? Hager, Guevara,
Jake Hager, Sammy G.
and I guess Santana and Ortiz, because Jericho just had his match.
Ortiz. There we go. All right. And then we'll do match after that. We'll do some women's match for the co-main
The
event. I guess.
NWA.
The NWA.
I don't, can we even defend that one? We don't have that one. To
No, we don't
defend,
have
do
that
we?
title. Wait a minute.
Listen, it was worth a shot.
It was
It
worth
could have
a
been an
try.
alliance title.
Okay. Who's fighting Women's Rise? Guess we'll do Dr. Britt Baker. Take on I don't know.
Priscilla Kelly.
Priscilla Kelly. She's the one that does the nasty.
She's the one that
Okay, I
did
just
the-
text
did
my
the
mom. They
thing.
don't
It's
let
just
me
an
in my
afterthing.
Zoom.
She's
She's
she's the V.
Whoa,
she-
a little closer.
she's the. I,
What were you gonna say? I thought I could feel it coming out of your mouth there for a second.
nope.
After that, we'll go to Miro at GameStop with Kip Sabian. And,
I forget about this. I wasn't here when this feud started, so
Penelope Ford. You were here for this, and Matt
Listen,
Hardy's gonna come in, and we'll get there. We'll get there to why he's going in.
This is not my favorite feud.
Okay, and then we need main event match. Main event match is a big one. It's like a. It's gonna lead
Main
us.
event match.
It's gonna lead us into Blood and Guts. So I think the only way to do it is stretcher match.
Who's gonna be in the Blood and Guts match?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it should be the Elite in the Inner Circle,
I think
as
so,
it should
too.
have been in the first
As
place.
it should have been. You're right, 100%. It should have been. Not the secret sauce, Mike says. Not the secret sauce. We'll do the stretcher match, and we'll do
Dustin Rhodes versus Pac.
No, we can't.
Moxley versus Pac. I don't know. Actually, that's not bad because they're feuding.
Not Pac, but because I don't want Pac to just get destroyed before the match.
True.
Moxley and Orange Cassidy because they
Fuck
fought.
MJF.
No, because
Don't you dare hurt Orange Cassidy.
because remember that started the whole thing was
You want to cripple Orange Cassidy?
We'll just see what happens, and then we have to end the show off big, and there's only one way to end off a show like this.
Jim Ross
segment. Okay.
Alright, so in this segment, he shocks the world as he walks in to Tony Khan's office as Chris Jericho is sitting at Tony Khan's table with the barbecue sauce just laid out, he's prepared for any offer that Tony Khan can give him.
Nice. And then
Someone's upset.
Booking knows. Someone is
Less
upset.
than 3 matches have different aims.
I know, which you can just. They don't have to be different aims. They just have to be aims.
What, do you have the no style turned on, or?
Yeah.
Or what is, oh, okay.
Even though it's no style, there shouldn't even be any match aims in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But, I mean, you can
no,
try
I
off
don't
match
disagree.
aims probably. Kicking off the show. Bump.
All right.
What's going on with your circle?
Starting off the show, we've got Tony Khan. He's sitting in the back. He's in Gorilla. He's watching the monitors. He's sitting a good distance away from his buddy Cody, and in comes Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz. Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz look at Tony Khan and say, "Well, we think we have an offer. You know, we're owed quite a lot of money now after the barbecue failure that was Cody and Brandy after you decided to ban them from the building. So what I'm gonna do," and he takes off a backpack and basically throws it on the table, opens it, and pours out probably like 4 tons worth of barbecue sauce. "I'm willing to sell Jim Ross's prized barbecue collection to All Elite Wrestling to reinstate Cody to be an in-ring competitor, but Cody must compete against Chris Jericho one last time. And if Cody loses, he is not to compete in an AEW ring at any point in the future. Period."
Big money match. Big stipulation. Wow.
Tony Khan says we'll hear about his answer at the end of the night.
Let's go. I like to think that. So were they like barbecue like jars, like mason jars?
No,
or
they were like
packets?
they were bottles.
Okay, because I didn't know if these are
Like,
little
yeah.
packets. You know.
No, they were bottles.
Okay. Starting off the show, Brian Cage taking on Wardlow, able to beat him with a pump handle face
It
buster.
wasn't awful.
Pretty good for 2 big dudes. You know, usually you
Two
don't do too well.
big hosses.
After that, we cut to we're at the local McDonald's. Okay. Marco Stunt's there with Alley Cat, he's taking her on a date. All right, he's pulling up in his like
Golf cart. Because every
2004
AEW storyline has a golf cart.
Chevy Silverado with the golf cart towed on the back for some reason. And so at first they try to go through the drive-through. No one's at the drive-through, so they just decide to go in. You know, because they wanted to have the date in their car actually. But then they're like, oh, okay, I guess we got to sit amongst these peasants, these non-champions. So he goes rolling in there with the AEW World Championship. Okay. Alley Cat is like, she wants like a number 6 or something. She wants like a 10-piece meal. Marco's over here. And Scott said Marco's definitely the guy to go to McDonald's on a date. Marco, he's a champion, so he doesn't eat the chicken nuggets anymore. He eats the chicken tenders.
Homeboy gets a quarter pounder now.
He gets a quarter pounder. I don't know. I'm just naming off stuff that I eat. And so, you know, they're sitting there. They're having their date. Everything's going good, all right? When these two goons, all right, these two, like, teenage dirtbags walk up to him. And they're like, hey, pretty mama. Like, did you bring your little brother here to the McDonald's? And Marco says, well, no. That's my date. And Alley Cat's like, yeah. And then these two teenage dirtbags, these goons here, they're like, you're dating a child? And he's like, no, I'm a grown man. And they're like,
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy. So Marco stands up, all right, but he just gets up like really quickly because it's not that far from the ground.
Right from the booster seat.
Right from the booster seat. Gets in the face of these two goons. Guess what he does? Sheriff jumps on the table and knees one of them in the face, okay? And then does a hurricane on the other one, throws him right through the glass of the McDonald's, okay? And then
orders 3 cookies and leaves.
and then that's when it's revealed that
Travis is here.
Travis is here.
Hey,
We lost a Bolton and got a Travis.
McDonald's.
What?
Has
Here.
Scott advanced from a Happy Meal?
Oh no.
That's when it's revealed
Marco,
that
stunted growth.
McDonald's security kicks him out. They kick him out of there. They said you're
Was he done?
barred from the McDonald's at Miami Beach.
They don't sue him or anything. They just kick him out.
Yeah,
Just kick him out.
they just kick him
Like,
out.
yo, you just destroyed everything.
Cutting back to the AEW arena here. Stu Grayson able to defeat Mark Quinn with a reverse pile driver. What is that like?
What's a reverse pile driver? You drop him on his legs?
Yeah,
Or-
you drop on their legs. Okay. Then we have the Dark Order just absolutely just celebrating here. Like, they are just bewildered that Stu Grayson was able to do it. All right. John Silver comes out. He's doing his little hip thrust thing, getting crazy. Mr. Brody Lee comes out with Evil Uno. And he's like, you better cut that out, John. I don't want to see
Stop
your hips.
thrusting!
I don't want to see your hips move ever again on national television, or else you're getting
His hips don't lie.
these hips.
Ah!
They don't deny. And Mr. Brody
He's
Lee
gonna
says
chop
the
him in
only
half.
man in the Dark Order who's allowed to move his hips is Evil Uno here. All right, Stu,
What?
congratulations
Ross,
on
if he accepts our offer.
that.
He doesn't even mean to move his hips. He just has to move.
He just has to. They just move. All right, what's going on here?
So, it's just a little video package. Nothing special. Darby, Moxley, Nightwolf. They're in some strange little dark alley warehouse thing that Moxley cuts his promos in.
Have a little.
Talk about how
little
Pac,
pack a little
he's
bit.
earned this opportunity against Marco Stunt that, as a matter of fact, he doesn't deserve. He kind of came back to the company, and all of a sudden, he's at the top of the mountain. Penta and Ray Phoenix weren't really doing anything, and then Pac came back, and suddenly they're at the forefront of some shit. What's up
Yeah.
with that? What's up with that?
What's up with that?
What's up with that?
So, the Wolfpack have made it clear that their sights are set on not only preventing Pac from getting the AEW title, but preventing Death Triangle from becoming larger and more impactful than they're already planning on being. And that's the promo.
CRD did a terrible job putting this promo together. This promo
Yeah,
package, I
it's
should
using
say.
the Trader Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like putting her own, just her own faction in the corner.
Yeah, I'm so confused why Serena Deeb is just chilling. Like, who's she associated with?
She's a road
She was
agent.
a road agent.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Wow, this is a lot better than it should have.
Wow.
Yeah. That's because we were looking for the Dolph Ziggler equivalent, and I said, well, I guess Joey Janela's kind of close. Joey Janela sells like a madman, too.
Dang, good job in that match.
Mm.
Then we have,
Ah!
even better, Kenny and Matt Jackson.
Matt Jackson benefited from debuting a new move with Kenny.
What was the new move? Was it
A super
the
kick.
one-winged
A
super
kick
kick?
into a V trigger.
Super kick number 55. It's a different type. Super
It's
kick.
the super trigger, or the V kick.
The super triggered.
The super
There we go, that
trigger. And then after that match, just when you think
Oh,
all of them are just
ooh.
like at each other's wits and they're just, the brothers are torn up, the drunken cowboy and the video game anime dude come to life, have just like all gone their separate ways. The Inner Circle attacks. Freaking San Ortiz come out there swinging socks full of butter and coins, beating the crap out of Nick Jackson.
Butter.
Jake
How
Hager.
The
dare
sauce. The
You
sauce.
had an opportunity.
Ah.
The socks were full of.
The socks were full of sauce.
They,
Oh my
they
God.
came out with bottles of barbecue sauce. They were beating them with it. They were fucking.
No,
shooting
Sammy
them
G
with
has the
barbecue.
I was
bottle.
like on the commentary. That's not
Yeah,
what sauce is meant to be used.
Okay,
It's not
You
a
know
violent thing.
Sammy
Famous
G.
Austin beer segment. They come down in a barbecue truck.
Oh my
They
God.
spray down the ring with barbecue.
Oh my
That's what
gosh, that's way better. That's way better.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened.
Oh my gosh, they barbecue
Alright.
sauced him.
Sauced them good.
Dr.
Oh.
Britt Baker defeated Priscilla Kelly to tap him out. That's all we got to say on
Wow,
that.
that was garbage.
Garbage.
Fans just
It's a
left.
cooldown match. All right, so we're at GameStop. Back at GameStop. Mira's there.
Stop.
He's still recovering. It's been a couple weeks. It's December. They still haven't got their shipment of all the new PlayStations yet. Kip is there licking a lollipop. Penelope's like stocking some shelves or something. And that's when Matt Hardy comes in. And he is like version 1 Matt Hardy or something. And he's coming in. He's like, hey man, I need to get a new PlayStation. Mira's like, oh, we don't have any. And so he's like, oh man, that's a big disappointment. So he leaves and he comes back like 2 minutes later. And he transforms. He's a different Matt Hardy. All right, he's not.
Damascus.
He's like Damascus or something. He's
Damascus.
He's like, yeah,
Damascus.
I've come to buy the station of the plays. All right, and they're like, Damascus, we don't have any. He's like, oh, this is such a misfortune. And then he leaves and comes back. He's like, he's just dad Matt Hardy. He's like, hey man, I gotta buy a PlayStation for my kids. Mira's like, how many times do I have to tell you we don't have no PlayStation for anybody? And Matt Hardy gets really sad. He just leaves.
He comes back in his Mil Mascaris and tries.
And then we have one-on-one teasing us right into blood and guts of how extreme it's going to get. John Moxley defeating Orange Cassidy in a stretcher match. Sad Orange Cassidy. I like Orange Cassidy, but hey,
That must have been easy to put him on a stretcher. He's always like perfectly aligned.
he wasn't fighting
Just
at
kinda
all.
pick him up. Like just put him down. He's just like
His hands in his already in his pockets.
lay him down. Like you just punch him and that's it.
awful.
He can't get up.
He was trapped. He
He
trapped
was-
him on the stretcher.
He trapped him. He can't get up.
He was
He can't
trapped.
use his shoulders.
And then the main event.
Imagine if
So,
he tried to nip up from a.
The closing segment is a private meeting between Tony Khan and Chris Jericho. As it was stated at the start of the show, tons of barbecue, and even some of it was used earlier in the night to bathe the Elite. So, with all of this barbecue sauce to Chris Jericho's disposal, and Tony Khan's obvious love for barbecue sauce and everything of the culinary type,
Yes.
Chris Jericho wants to make Tony Khan an offer. And now, with this barbecue sauce, Jericho isn't looking for the money, because it's Chris Jericho. He's got the money.
star.
He can pay off all the inner circles financial stuff.
All the inner circles.
All the inner circles. But Chris Jericho is looking to make one man pay. That man being Cody. Tony Khan's also had his issues with Cody recently. So it doesn't seem like Tony Khan is against the offer. And just as Tony Khan stands up and is about to shake the hand of the barbecue sauce man, Chris Jericho, who walks in besides Good old Jim Ross. JR is back from the hospital. He stares at Jericho. He stares at Tony Khan. And the AEW logo shows up and the show ends.
I feel like he just like fires a beam out of his eyes and kills him. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
JR is back from the hospital.
It was a great show as well. Increased your popularity.
And we'll see you guys at Blood and Guts and Sauce. Let's go. I'm excited for this.
Bloody sauce.
Yo, Travis, have you watched Power Struggle yet? Let me rephrase. Travis, have you finished the G1 Climax yet?
Have you finished it from like 3 years ago?
Travis, have you started the G1 Climax?
I started the G1, yeah, but I know what happens. I know what happens, Zach.
I'm not asking you if you know what happens. I'm asking you if you've seen it because it's been good so far. I'm watching it right now.
Oh no, I haven't seen it. No.
Jeez, I'm watching Suzuki versus
Takagi.
yeah,
Okay.
Shingo versus Shingo.
The Dragon Man. No, I've watched
the Dragon.
I've watched the G1 kind. I need to get back
Travis.
into it and finish it, and then I'll watch other things.
Hey Travis.
But I don't know if I what.
Kenny Omega won the G1 Climax from 2016.
Yeah, I know. I still hate you for telling me that.
It's okay. So do some other people.
I'm glad. I think you should suffer for that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Look, no one gives two shits if Dave Meltzer or anybody from any of the news
How dare you? You're
sites
saying that the
tell the
what about
results.
your Japanese
But the
fans?
second that
What about
I announce it, it's awful.
Nobody gave a damn that the world's
Nobody puts it in their clickbait title text. They said news. They didn't put it in the clickbait title. I'm calling you out on the
If
street.
you were a real fan, you would have watched it at 4 in the morning,
If
like
you're a
everybody
real
else.
fan, you would have.
I paid $10 a month for New Japan through the entire quarantine, and they were doing absolutely nothing because I support.
I'm still thinking about getting it. I just don't know if I can.
I pay for New Japan, Travis. You don't have an excuse.
I don't have an excuse.
Who's
You need to support the brand that you're like in love with.
That's true. I do support the NWA as well in my own way.
Well,
So
yeah,
get signed with the NWA.
They've aligned with the United Wrestling Network as well, which is great.
Yeah, they have weekly pay-per-views now, which I mean, I'm not necessarily a fan of, but.
Well, they have to make
Brian
money.
said I love wrestling, but no wrestling's worth 4 in the morning.
Yeah. It's pretty.
They're pretty
screwed
anymore. You're not TNA.
What, you didn't watch
Yeah,
Rinka King at 4 in the morning, Ryan?
Wow, what's wrong with you?
Dude, I loved watching.
Why
Rinka
is
King at 4 in the
Sammy
morning.
Guevara toxic? Remember, like, he's not toxic anymore. He's not that bad now.
Now.
Like, he's fine. Wrestling fans are very forgiving. We have forgiven him now.
No, it's
Move on.
blood and guts and sauce.
Blood and Guts, but technically it says Blood and Guts is his own event. Blood and
Like,
Guts is a match that's supposed to take place on a show.
Like back in the day, we all forgave Jimmy Snuka for a while, and like he's on the loose now. Well, not on the loose. He's gone now. But you know, Sammy Guevara, a big difference between Jimmy Snuka, but still. Don't you all go silent on me.
Don't tell me what to do.
True. Dark side of the ring, Jimmy Snuka.
I'm being a good person. I'm opening the chat so I can participate in the chat.
I can't see the chat.
Get over it.
Get over.
Get over.
I'm trying to remember where I was. I haven't on the G1 as well, so I'm annoyed. So I need to think about where I've lost track. Because I was keeping up. I was keeping up with the G1 well, and then they go like, well, because they do this thing where like it's 3 days and then they have a break for a little while, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, what happened to the breaks?
Yeah.
It catches you off guard, and then.
What happened to the breaks? The breaks existed for fans.
Yeah.
The breaks existed so fans didn't get burnt out.
I know I wanted it, and then they didn't have.
We can do high risk tonight.
It's probably easier for the wrestlers to do the daily and just finish it so that they have that much longer to heal.
Oh no, that's definitely true.
Okay, so let's get all of our matches out of the way. Let's get all of our matches out of the way. So we got Marco and Pac.
It's been a pretty good
I feel like if we use one of Marco's victories, it can't be clean. He can't get a victory over Pac clean yet.
Exactly. You gotta protect him.
We gotta keep this story going.
Why don't you have?
This is called storytelling.
Cult storytelling.
It should be a normal one-on-one match. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Because it's their first time.
It's AEW. Of course, it's gonna be gimmicky. Gimmick.
Not yet.
They gimmick everything.
It's only gimmicky when like there's a story reason for it to be gimmicky.
Well,
usually.
I'm gonna.
Most of the time.
Dog collar match.
The dog collar. That was just unnecessary. There's no reason for that.
There was no reason. It was on a
Marco
show.
and
It wasn't even the main event of the show. That's the thing that got me. I thought it was gonna be the
main event on a Dynamite, by the way.
Yeah. It wasn't a main event on Dynamite.
I know. It wasn't even good enough main event the TV show.
I know, it's so weird. I don't
That's
know
because
what,
Brody Lee's garbage. Brody Lee's AEW run has been hot garbage.
A lot of people like all these.
Whether it's the fault of him or the fault of them, I'm not sure. But
I think it's a bit of both. I think he was
too comfortable.
Yeah. And I like him as a talent as well. That's the thing. But I think
in the ring he's okay.
Yeah,
he's definitely not as good as he should be, or he was.
I think it's age though. Like he is old now. He's lost a lot of weight as well.
Best years.
He was losing a lot of weight on the way out for WWE as well. If you noticed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's affected him or not. I don't know if that's even by choice. That might just be age, man. Nope, we're taking that some muscle away.
This isn't yours anymore.
You know.
And now I wait for the names appear for the greatest victory in Marco Stunt's young life.
The news friend, though, unpopular opinions.
All right, so gamers, let's go. We got match type. What are you guys feeling?
I think they should just have a basic one-on-one match.
No,
and I think Marco should win, and he needs to win some cheap way.
Dude, it is blood and guts. There needs to be blood and guts and sauce.
No, this match isn't main eventing. If the blood and guts match isn't main eventing, then why are we naming the pay-per-view blood and guts?
No point.
This match should be a basic one-on-one match. Marco wins screwy finish, and at the next event, then you can add a gimmick where Marco also wins again by a screwy finish. Or clean, I don't care.
Tony Khan versus JR Sauce on a pole match.
3 matches out of that feud.
I think it should be an empty arena match, because that's pretty accurate.
Buried alive match is recommended. Well, there needs to be a stipulation on this one. We can end it with blood and guts, but...
I completely disagree. I think that
Dude,
is
you wouldn't want to see
unnecessary.
Marco and Pac in a dog collar?
I don't think.
No.
Think you need.
How's Pac gonna do his finish with a dog collar on that little?
Dude, it's still a dog collar. You can still do stuff.
Dog collar match, period, because that match was trash. I didn't really like
How about a ladder match?
No, I think it could be good. I think it could be good.
I think we should do a ladder match at the next defense.
But Tech isn't thinking about the future. He's thinking about that.
Thinking about
If you
now.
want to do a Cody match for their first match, cool. But I don't think you need to blow up everything immediately.
Dude,
we have another guaranteed match between them.
Dude,
you want
this is blood and guts and sauce. You gotta go all out. There needs to be the bloods, the guts, and the sauce.
No!
Piranha Death
This
match.
is like talking to...
on.
You need to calm down, Tech Ferrara.
We're just gonna have a normal one-on-one match at a
Yes,
pay-per-view for the title.
I don't think we should have anything. I think we should just have the business.
What happened? Hold on. Did FTR and the Young Bucks have a gimmick match?
That's true.
I mean, they
The
should.
gimmick was they wrestled for half an hour.
That was the gimmick. It was a 30-minute Iron Man match. Yeah.
No, it wasn't a gimmick.
So you were gonna have
But,
Marco.
I haven't been able to talk about that show yet.
Marco and Pac here.
One-on-one match.
Okay. For the AEW Championship.
And we gotta think of a way that we can protect Pac.
We don't have to because he just wants to.
What? We don't have to.
Yeah, because Pac just wants.
Right, so
Pac wants to
he's
put
clean.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for Pac to have this rematch because
we don't do rematches in AEW. We have the. Okay, let me bring this up. Okay, 1 second. I will pull this up real quick. All right. I don't know if you've seen this. All right. Where is it? We have this for whenever people forget the pecking order in AEW. Okay.
Pecking order.
Okay. As stated by a 14-year-old girl, my sister. All right. This is the pecking order in AEW. All right.
Oh no!
You have the A tiers up here. The B tiers here.
I swear to God, I will end the Jim Ross feud
the C
now.
tiers.
I will end the
D
hottest thing going for this company right
tiers
now.
and the F tiers. And where here is Pac? Where's Pac?
He's in the D tier, but Warcraft's done lower than him.
Is he? Wait, where's Marco at?
Marco's not even on the list.
Marco might not even be on the list. You're right.
Oh, he's C.
How is he C? Why?
So C,
Why?
as in champion tier. All right.
No, it's not. That's what's
My
A
last
tier.
time for showing up for this.
Yeah, I
Pac is
agree.
D tier,
My last time.
as in getting dicked on while losing to the world champion.
We're trying to make a product. Damn you.
Also, I just want to point out, only 3 of John Moxley's 10 AEW championship matches have been gimmicked.
That's
How
gonna
many?
change when he faces Omega, maybe. Again.
How many of his matches?
3 of them. 3 of them were
Spoilers,
gimmicked.
everyone.
Yeah, but I can only name 3 of them. That's the problem.
The
Eddie Kingston.
no
Chris
holds
Jericho,
barred match
Jake
with Jake
Hager.
Hager
Yeah.
at Dynamite 28. You
That's
had
like
the no
two
disqualification match with Lance Archer at Dynamite 55 anniversary show.
Who's
You
gonna be
had
the next
Iron Man
contender
match at Full
for-
Gear.
But if it's not gonna be Pac, who's gonna be the next contender for Stunt then?
Well, I
we'll
guess
find
it's
out.
it.
We'll get there.
There's no reason for it not to be Pac. Pac said that he'd put over Marco Stunt twice.
Yeah, he'll do it. He'll do it back to back.
Just clean.
Look, we'll have him be like distracted by like Alley Cat or something. All right.
What is this?
What, do you want Alley Cat to go in there and just attack him?
Oh yeah,
No.
and
Just straight up
Jericho's-
attacks Pac with like a claw.
Jericho's
Texas with
5
McDonald.
title matches. Only one of them was gimmicked.
I don't think that's for Jericho's body.
What?
Oh yeah. Again, Jericho only defended the belt 5 times.
Yeah.
What's the Blood and Guts
I-
match? Technically, what is it? Like a cage or something? A barbed wire cage or something?
He
stupid?
defended it in a street fight.
What is the Blood and Guts match supposed to be?
I don't know.
Can we get
I
a
thought
barbed
it was
wire
like a war
cage?
game. I thought it was like a war game.
My day's ruined and my disappointment is immeasurable.
War games?
It sounds like a war
games.
game.
Maybe it is.
Like Blood and Guts.
So we
I
got
feel like I need my own TEW, so
we
I
got-
feel right about
we got Santana. We got Ortiz. We got Jake Hager, and we got Sammy G taking on the team of Kenny, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Hangman Page. Okay. I want you to go all out. Steal that show. Can these guys go all out?
What did you think of the actual AW show then?
I'm protecting Pac, and I'm gonna destroy the story. For
What do you
that
mean? We
reason.
protected Pac.
No, keep strong and protect.
Why would we do? He literally won't. There's no penalties. There's no penalties. He'd still be strong.
Let's see what the chat says about
It's a
this.
text-based
I wanna-
game.
You can keep it booked, but just know I have angles that I get to book at some point.
I know. That's the fun part. All right, now we still need Miro. We need Miro and Dustin Rhodes in a cinematic match at GameStop.
You know, I have a history of doing bad things to saves tech.
It's okay.
I was saying, Zach, what do you think about
So we got
the actual?
Miro,
Did you see the actual AW
Dustin Rhodes.
show?
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
I thought it was long, and I know it sounds. Even as a New Japan fan, I was like, man, this is long. But New Japan has an advantage. I don't think New Japan shows feel that long, but you feel drained afterwards for some reason. Like after it's done, you're like,
Yeah, 3 things.
it's over. What else was I saying? But I liked a lot of the stuff. I wasn't impressed with some things and some decisions. I will say I don't think FTR in the books was as good as I thought it was gonna be. And maybe that's because of the type of match it was. Impressed with Dashlord in a 450. I was like, wow, my goodness. That was the biggest thing of the match. Not much else really to say about the show, really.
Yeah,
I just
quit
think-
match was underwhelming, but it was good.
What's our
I didn't
women's
li- I-
match? What is it? Nyla and Rosemary?
I think so, yeah. with someone that wasn't here. I didn't like the reason I was watching it with a friend and his partner that doesn't watch wrestling, so she did not enjoy the hardcore match.
Do
So
the
that maybe
women
took
get
my
a
enjoyment away.
stipulation?
See, I have a bunch of occasional friends. Nope, no stipulation.
The women don't get a stipulation?
Nope, because they're not good. Because their match is going to be the worst match on the card. Mark my words.
What were you gonna say, Zach?
I don't remember.
Occasional friends.
Me and my friends really just watch AEW for the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But I have a friend that watches Dark and Dynamite usually, and I like to watch them sometimes. But I have bought the last 4 pay-per-views. Like personally spent $50
Right.
on the last 4 events AEW produced.
Who's FTR taking on?
I don't think I'd ever
pay-per-view?
invest money into.
It's good. It was worth it.
Okay.
I don't think.
Should Chaos Project have their rematch?
No,
No.
Oh yeah, the what?
because rematches don't exist according to you.
That's true. They don't exist. There's look, AEW has that little ranking order thing on Twitter.
Cody Rock,
There-
who magically just got another shot at the AEW.
But that's
TNT
Cody
title.
Rhodes.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
When you own the company, you can break
I
the
feel like
rules.
there's a bias here, and I'm not supporting it.
Are you saying that Pac needs to dye his hair again so he gets a title opportunity? Like,
I
is
think
that
he
what
needs to dye it
I think
bright
you're only
blue.
with Jurassic Express because you have too much faith in Marco Stunt.
I think you're got
I
an
hope
agenda.
Pac injures Marco Stunt.
Oh my goodness.
I hope he drops him on his head.
I hope
Okay.
he destroys his little.
Oh, but there's a real pile driver, not a reverse
What's the Cody and
pile driver?
what's the Cody and Jericho match? What's that gonna
That
be?
match can have a stipulation because there's, Cody can't wrestle if he loses.
Okay.
So
So I'm thinking maybe we go
what about
I Quit?
match? Oh, we had 2 different ideas.
I mean, yeah, that works. And I quit is perfect, actually.
What about that contract?
If fucking Cody loses, he's quitting the company.
all right.
The winner is not decided.
Yeah, dude, the winner is not decided. All right. Any other big money matches? Lingerie match for Cody and Jericho,
Yeah,
please.
oh my god. Did you watch the pre-show, Zach, or did you just watch the main? Obviously, it was a women's match, so you might not watch the pre-show.
Oh no, I watched it.
I thought it was good. I actually liked the match.
I
Deeb and Kay.
wasn't disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I think taking the belt off of Thunder Rosa was still a mistake, but
I agree to a fault. I feel like Deeb's maybe not as interesting as a character, but in ring she's probably one of the best women.
oh no, I
Yeah.
don't disagree. I think unfortunately, Serena just always had that issue where she just doesn't have a character.
Yeah.
She's just Serena Deeb. Thunder
But
Rosa.
she's-
there's
but-
at least something
so I think that
interesting.
her being the champion helps her give her more character. It's a very old traditional thing. Sometimes you would have like
Yeah.
a bland baby face with a title to give them that. Like they're the champion, that's their character. Like Dory Funk Jr. would be that. He would be a great wrestler all around the territories. He wouldn't have a character who's just a great wrestler. I think they're doing that kind of with her.
See, now why wouldn't they go against the best friends, the Wolfpack?
The Wolfpack?
That's true.
Why would the Wolfpack not go against the best friends
I
after?
mean, they go
their
against them
core
too. We
tag
could do.
teaming up?
Guess what we can
After
do?
the-
Guess what we can do?
What about
I'm just
What about-
confused on the addition of the MJF club.
Okay, well, because you hate MJF, so
Well, yeah, but
That's the reason.
that's enough justifications. Because Zach hates MJF, so
I like that Zach is picking apart
Trent.
the booking system.
Chucky.
I
Yeah.
know, I'm trying to, and I'm getting absolutely shit on for it, and it's really, really frustrating.
We have a
It's
story.
why I don't book with other people anymore.
Look, we have a storyline with Jim Ross's sauce. All right.
It's the best thing going in the company.
You're darn
I
right.
wonder who made it. You're welcome.
Welcome. Oh,
What about
I am
Ginger?
the greatest writer in this company, god damn it.
I'm just kind of here. I just put people in. I was the one that gave Chaos the tag.
I'm
power run.
angry.
It was took away from me. It was took away from me. I'm angry. How's the new trend going, by the way, as you're talking?
I'm
Oh,
enjoying
partial.
it. Shingo just won.
spoilers.
I don't give a damn.
Who won
Shoot.
the-
Well, it's not
I pay
live.
for this. I could do what I want with this.
Who
not
won
even-
the
it's not
Who won
even-
the
it's not
thing?
even-
Who won the G1?
It's not even like. It's not even live. It's not even live. Shut up.
G1 was
You're
a
so-
while ago.
You're so defensive about that still tech, like
Who
from
won the-
2016,
I'm
and I
not
think you
defensive
still
about it.
deserve
I like
to get
memeing
poked
on
down
it.
for it. Nah, you're defensive about it.
No, if
You
I was
wouldn't
defensive,
meme
I'd
on
be
something
like,
for 4 years.
I don't know about that one, Travis. I don't know. Like, do you know this?
It's the Shane.
Dot, 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 dot.
Why are you not booking? Why is Sean Spears?
Trying to think
This is-
any other matches.
What? Remember when he was a big signing?
Sean Spears.
Yeah, everyone was like, ah!
I still like Sean Spears.
I like him. I think he's good.
Bad
He had a good match with Brian Pillman.
I
Jr..
think they could do really big stuff with FTR and him.
They need to get someone old school to book him. They need to just be like,
They
Arn,
have
you
Tully
book him."
Blanchard.
Good.
I know, but Tully's not. They're not listening to him probably because
Alright.
Tully would get him over. Tully's one of the best talkers as well. They don't even put him on the product. Like I'm saying that, like not even just as a traditionalist. I'm saying it as a fact. Tully's one of the best microphones they have, and they don't let him speak.
I'm glad they let Jake Roberts speak a lot.
Yeah, no, exactly. But
Oh,
I
we're
just-
gonna let him speak a lot tonight too. So
Oh no.
don't you?
So what match you booking
I
now?
don't know about this we. I feel like
Um,
we is a bit of a torn statement for that part.
No, no.
I think we should have a.
Oh yeah,
5.
I forgot.
Let's see.
Chris Jericho gets screwed by Jim Ross.
Oh no. I also I feel like I'm the Bruce Pritchard and it's like Cornette and Vince Russo booking, and I've got to keep you together.
Avalon, Brandon Cutler.
I'm gonna let the audience
Keaton
guess who's who, but I think it's like the
And-
narrative's there.
Leva Bates. Against.
Can I say Travis?
I'm saying that you're very.
Are you saying
Very
power
wise.
hungry?
I'm saying you're very wise. You're very well knowledged on wrestling, and someone else is more well knowledged on television. It seems.
He
in his
called
own
you a
mind.
television personality.
I'm calling you a television person. Ah!
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you're the television personality. I know how I'm trying to write these stories, and you're looking at me and spitting on my shoes.
Don't spit on his shoes.
Over you.
Listen, yeah, you tell yourself that. You're spitting on my shoes.
I'm spitting hot fire. All right, it's time for segment time. Put in some segments. What do we want tonight?
Spitting hot garbage.
High chance of injury. Marcus Sun.
Well, of course, we want a segment after the Jericho and Cody match with Tony, no matter how much it goes.
The high risk of injury on all the segments.
High risk.
Marcos stunt. Do it.
Okay,
Kill him.
so we got that. Well, what other segments you want?
I don't know, TV person. What do you think?
We got Eddie
You know
Kingston,
what's best for the company.
Peter Avalon, Braden Cutler, QT Marshall, and Leva Bates. Get approached by Mr. Brody Lee.
Come on, guys. Why can't you just get along?
So
That's my convincing argument.
got this.
Like Jerry Jarrett.
If I
Well,
wanted to work under a tyrant, I'd go work for the feds.
What? What?
woo, woo.
Working for the feds.
The feds. Why are you working for the police? I'm gonna get struck down for that, but I will stand strong. Taz,
Yeah.
my favorite on-screen personality. He used to wrestle. Remember that?
He used to
used to
wrestle.
wrestle.
Ooh,
I
how
don't
long ago
remember
was that?
I don't remember that. It was like must have been like the silver era or something, like back in like the 19.
The silver era?
Silver era.
Wow.
Yeah.
The era that, because the golden era wasn't good enough.
What? No, that's not what I said. The golden era was the golden era. Damn it.
We need some
We
more
met
segments, Zach.
all
What
the
else do you
stars.
want?
Okay, Travis.
Any more segments you want, Zach?
I don't think I want a book on the show.
You don't
I think
have any Jim Ross?
my passion of writing on the All Elite Wrestling Board of Directors
Oh my.
has dwindled tonight at Blood and Guts.
Oh my God.
He's walking out. No more
Like
Jim
my will
Ross
to live is
subtitles.
just decreased because I don't have all elite wrestling anymore.
The elite, the elite. All right,
I'm
going
too
one,
elite for all elite.
going once, going twice. It's time to
I know
start.
you want me to book segments, but because there's so
Starting
many
now.
stories I want to tell.
Kicking off the show tonight, we got the Wolfpack taking on the Burberry Bad Boys and the Best Friends. Wolfpack able to get the win over here tonight.
What do they get for winning?
What do you mean? They get faction supremacy. The Wolfpack's at the top. Like, Travis, what more do you want? Like a trios title or something? What do
No,
you
I
think-
was just
what do you
asking a
think we are,
question.
What do you think we are,
I don't know why you're getting
Chikara?
defensive. I was asking a genuine question.
What are we, Chikara?
No, I just asked a question.
Did you get-
and you're
did
like,
you
what
get
do you mean?
Did you get a
was like,
license
what
to
did they get?
Chikara-topia all of a sudden that I should know about?
I just asked a question.
Yeah,
You
by the way, it
attacked
bothers me how these pictures aren't like I think, Chuck needs to
You're
be over
not
there.
Chikara. Chikara fired the people that had the misguiding incident.
Chikara is no longer a company, I think, actually. Is it
Chikara is no
Chikara-topia?
longer a company because Mike Quackenbush did some bad.
Yeah, he didn't listen to his writer.
Is that true? He didn't listen to his writers.
He did writers and they put out some
Look,
news
something Zach
stories.
can be happy about. FTR defeated Jurassic Express
I don't see why I'm
to
happy
retain
about that because
the
I didn't book
AEW
that.
World Tag Team titles. Who booked that? I booked that, but it was a good match. Pat myself on the back on
okay.
that one. After that,
It's not about who
Miroslav,
booked the good match. It's about who booked the good story.
Miroslav and Dustin
Oh!
Rhodes have the greatest match in a GameStop ever with an 81. All right, they're out there, they're trashing the place, they're throwing each other all around, and then guess what? Guess who shows up with the shipment of PlayStations? It's Kip Sabian. He shows up with the shipment of PlayStations, and straight up, you know how you win the match? You got to get thrown into the back of the truck, and so, boom, Miro land dives right in there because you have to be thrown in there, not your opponent. You know what I mean? So he jumps right in there, and he's like, "I got all the PlayStations," but he also steals AWTNT title. How about that? And the cinematic style really paid off, which is like the first, because it never pays off. Ever. Let me break this one down for you. So you know how Eddie Kingston, Peter Avalon, Brandon Cutler, and QT Marshall, they're out there playing D&D, and then Eddie Kingston's like, let me show you about this new game called Catan, alright? They go back to the library to find out Leva Bates is sitting on the side of the street, and they're like, Blue Pants, what you doing? Or Blue Hair Girl, what you
her
doing?
slave name.
It's her slave name. Blue Hair Girl, what you doing? And she's like, it's over. And they're like, what do you mean? Like, Mr. Brody Lee bought the library. The Dark Order owns the library.
He owns
and he's
all
like,
the books.
and he's like, we can't do that. We can't let this happen. He's like crying. He's like, we can't go back to my mama's house. We were too loud last time. He's like,
Wait,
that's
what?
it. He's like, that's it. You get me a meeting with this Mr. Brody Lee. And that's when Mr. Brody Lee goes on the phone. He's like, hello? Eddie Kingston's like, you bought the library. And he's like, yeah, I bought it. It was real cheap. Eddie Kingston's like, I want the Dark Order tonight. And if we win, we want the library. We want the deeds to it. Mr. Brody Lee's like, yeah, okay. You bring the best you have, and I'll bring the best the Dark Order has. And then that's what leads into our match tonight, where the Dark Order is able to prevail and keep the library. It's 10, Evil Uno, Long John Silver, Stu Grayson, and Shanna. Who could forget about Shanna? We booked the wrong person. It's the other girl. What's her name? Put the wrong girl in there. It's
She got lost.
yeah, it's the other girl. Who's the other
I
girl
don't
in the
know.
Dark Order?
I don't know. The chat'll know.
They'll know. I can't remember. There's another girl in the Dark Order.
Why is Eddie Kingston like worried about the library?
Because he plays Catan. Because they play D&D, but he plays Catan. And then when AEW Dark moved nights, it conflicted with the day that he was playing Catan, and they were playing D&D. So they all beefed, but then he was like, look. And then they all got kicked out of the library because they're being too loud. Then he invited them over to his mama's house, and they all played board games there and had a wonderful time. True story.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair enough. Cody defeats Chris Jericho in an I Quit match. I kind of was thinking he was going to win because, I mean, you know, they don't click at all. Jericho and Cody had some good matches in WWE, right?
Did they even wrestle in WWE?
Yeah, at least a couple, right?
Probably not.
No, come on. They've had at least probably like 3 matches. Let me see.
Cody in the WWE.
Cody versus Chris Jericho.
WWE.
I did. Let's see. Chris Jericho versus Cody.
Well, those are
old
those are
matches.
images.
Old matches, yeah. It's from the same match, probably.
I think that's like one match.
SmackDown.
Yeah, probably just that one SmackDown, probably.
Wow. Yeah, they never really faced each other. I had to wait till they both got old. And then after this, what happened here, Zach? Because I know you're clawing.
It was a promo that happened.
Yeah, promo.
Yeah, I don't know. You wrote this show.
What do you mean? This was your idea here.
Couple stories, but they're not mine anymore.
It's okay.
I
So
sold
here's
my
what
rights-
happened, okay?
I sold my soul to the devil.
So what
Can't believe this. What are we witnessing, fans?
I don't know. So we got Cody able to get the best
Struggling.
of Chris Jericho. And Tony Khan comes out and he's fuming. He gets out from Gorilla. His tie is like all crooked. He's screaming. He's like, "What do you mean you quit? You're Chris Jericho. You don't quit. You never quit. You don't quit when you're 50. You don't quit when you're 30. And you quit now?" Jericho's just sitting there. He's like, he got the best of me. Cody's like, "I'm back." Jeez. Tony's like, no. Look, you may be back in AEW, but you're not back in contention for any titles. You're at the bottom of the totem pole. You're at the very bottom. You and your whole family, all right? Hello there, Chertov. After that, we got Taz backstage. Taz! He's talking with Vicky. Vicky's screaming. She's like, "Excuse me." Taz's like, hey, I'm right here. I didn't bump into
Yeah,
you.
that's another story I made.
Vicky's I don't think you made this story. We gotta check back on that one.
Yeah, I did.
Are you
I
sure?
made Taz. Yeah, Taz and Vicky
Well,
were
then what
teaming up so they
happened?
can prepare for the 6-man tag.
Well, then what happened?
I don't know what happened. I didn't book the segment.
Okay. Well, Taz offers Nyla protection. Extra
I sold
protection
my
to that.
segment to the man.
All right. And Brian Cage is gonna join. So we got Brian Cage here, who's going to be in the ringside corner of Nyla Rose tonight. But it doesn't pay off. Because Rosemary able to get the AEW Women's World Championship, beating Nyla with an Olympic slam. Oh my gosh. Also, Nyla and Vicky have absolutely no chemistry whatsoever, which is pretty sad.
Oh, wow.
Marco Stunt and Pac in a fantastic match here tonight. With the distraction from Alley Cat on Pac, Marco Stunt able to beat Pac and retain that AEW World's Championship. But then it's time for the main event. Even though the Elite have had some troubles for a while. The Elite decide to band together once again to take on the Inner Circle. And they were able to actually get each other on the same page as Adam Page and Kenny Omega. And the Young Bucks defeating the Inner Circle in the War Game style blood and guts and sauce. Gotta have a little sauce in there, you know. I think there's a couple sauce spots. Hitting each other with some sauce packet filled socks. You know, maybe Hangman surprised the guys and he dabbled in some of the sauce, put it in his beer and was drinking it. That's probably freaking nasty, but he did it. Ultimately, though, Kenny. Kenny gets the win on Sammy G. Of course he does. With the 1-winged Angel. It's a pretty good match here. Kenny Omega with 89. So, other than that, I think it was a pretty fantastic Blood and Guts. What about you guys? 78 plus 56. And let's give out some hugs. Pac, give him a hug. He needs one. I think we'll give Excalibur a hug on commentary because I think we forget about him sometimes. He's like lesser Super Dragon, sadly. You say that's true?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. And
I mean, can you name me a single Excalibur match that's ever happened?
Excalibur used to wrestle.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
You didn't even hug him. You just gave him all encouragement.
We gave him encouragement. I thought about hugging him, and then I thought, no, that's nasty. Tony Khan would never, ever, ever, ever hug Excalibur. He would just be like, he's really suspicious of that mask. You know, he's like, I don't know what's underneath that mask. You know what I mean? Know what I mean?
No.
I thought for a second it said Riho to enter a new feud. Gabriel Kidd gone missing. Incident involving Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal is a soft drug user. I think we just fine him.
You're just smoking a little pop.
Alright. Drug test fees. Got 220,000 viewers. Pretty good. And a pay-per-view buy rate of 0.36. 184,000 buys. It's pretty good. What's our money looking like? In negatives. That's alright. That's okay. It probably would be more negative if we actually booked every single person. But we also have every single person on the roster too. So, but that's gonna do it for the stream. I'm being heavily requested for some Rocket League, and I'll be back with you people later. Stay safe.
Never forgive you.